Did you know you created every single thing about your life before you were born on a document called a blueprint? On that document, you planned out every single aspect about your life. You planned your name, your parents, where you were born, your siblings, the relationships you'd enter into, and the challenges you would meet along the way. I'm Stacie, and I'm from the Key to Soul Awakening. I help people recreate their blueprints using astrology, numerology, and sacred geometry. In this video, I'm going to help you discover your own life path number and what that means for you. And although life paths and the specific situations that you meet along your life path are a bit more complicated than just one number, this is just the basics to get you started. If you're interested in scheduling an appointment with me, click the link in the banner above or in the description below. So how do you find your life path number? Use your date of birth, the month, the day, and the 4-digit year. Add those together down until they get to a single digit. For example, October 20th, 1978. October is the 10th month of the year, so that equals the number 10. So you have 10 plus 20 plus 1978. Add the 10 and the 20 down to single digits. The 10 goes to 1, the 20 goes to 2. So now your problem is 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 9 plus 7 plus 8. Adding all those together gets you to the number 10, and that goes down to a life path number 1. If your birth date adds up to the digits 11, 22, 33, or 44 before getting into a single digit, circle that number and then add down to the single digit. There's a separate video for these numbers, 11, 22, 33, or 44. They are called master numbers. These mean that you have extra power behind your life path number, and I will explain that to you in the other video. Now take some time to use the process I just showed to figure out your life path number. Life path number 9. Words to describe a 9 life path are passion and compassion, humanity, patient, kind, and understanding. A life path of a 9 is the most evolved of all the numbers. They automatically have an understanding of the big picture in life. Life lessons for a 9 will always be learned through the endings of things. Yes, endings could be endings of relationships and endings of loved ones' lives, but all kinds of endings show lessons to a 9, such as endings of a school year or moving to a new location, changing homes. These are all lessons that a 9 has designed for themselves to learn in this lifetime. 9s tend to listen and give answers more than they actually share about their own lives. They tend to be blunt and direct, and sometimes can knock people off their feet with the info. 9s come across as always under control and capable. They're full of wisdom, and people tend to compete with 9s because 9s are always looked at as the best of things. 9s have a deep understanding of spirituality and intuition, more so than any other number. 9s love to be married. They love to be in relationships. 9s acquire wealth and material things quite easily. On the flip side, a 9 on a negative path could have a tough time letting go of the past, so much so that life can feel like they're pushing a wheelbarrow full of bricks up a hill. Every time something goes bad, the 9 will pick up another brick, put it in the wheelbarrow, and keep walking. Eventually, the wheelbarrow becomes too heavy to move, and the 9 ends up stuck in their life right where they landed. The lesson here is for the 9 to let go of the wheelbarrow full of regret altogether and just walk on with their life without it. Compatibility for a 9. 9s have a depth of knowledge about life itself and within spirituality that couples nicely with all life path numbers in relationships. If you're in a relationship with a 9, understand that the 9 is always watching things, and watching for the reason that they're just interested in how things will turn out in certain situations. 9s also tend to not share too much about themselves unless asked directly, and that's just part of their nature. It's not like they're trying to hide anything from you. 9s tend to be kind to a fault. They tend to get run over in relationships because they are so kind and compassionate. If you're a 9 in a relationship, just keep being your kind, loving self, and remember to put some barriers up around you if you feel that something is awry. And if you feel that something is up, it probably is. Knowing your life path number helps a person in knowing how they approach their life and how to approach challenges without having those challenges stop your life from moving forward. It is important to note that if you are not living in a positive way, your life path is flipped that means it's reversed into a negative way, and the negative aspects of that life path number show up in your life. If your life path number turned out to be the number discussed here in this video, but it sounds nothing like you, then I must ask you, what happened in your life to change who you are? Sometimes people take on attributes of different life path numbers to avoid difficult, challenging situations, sort of like an ostrich sticking their head in the sand. If you'd like to make a session with me to discuss your life path and how you can live your highest and best life using the law of attraction and manifestation, use the link above in the banner or below in the description. If you want to know more about life paths, go ahead and click the playlist right next to me, the Life Path series. Or you can click the single video, The Path to Happiness, which explains karmic patterns on our life paths. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and click the bell so you know every time I upload, and I go live several times a week just to answer questions from viewers.